Hey there, folks, and welcome back to the Icenia campaign. Last time, Segowax had his entire August reign, and then he passed away, and his son Donis became the king. And I wanted to start the episode here on Donis's character sheet because I wanted to quickly go over his characteristics again. I know I did briefly at the end of last episode, but just wanted to quickly mention the modifiers we're working with now and just take a look at the state of things, as last episode was this transition episode trying to finish off that Northern War and whatnot. So, Donis, his probably defining characteristic is his low martial and charisma. His finesse and zeal are both pretty good. Of course, he doesn't compare to Donwyn, who had 6 as her lowest for 3 of them, and then I think she had 10 charisma. She was a really, really, really good character numerically. In terms of Donis's actual traits, I won't go over the effects these are having on his numbers, because I already looked at the numbers, but in terms of various little modifiers to keep in mind, he's a bonus to Great Wonder Construction, which won't be relevant for us. He does give extra loyalty to generals, and this is something we need to think about in terms of potentially having more generals. We're going to run out of Dewicus characters to assign to the important governmental positions in terms of governors and generals, so we may need to keep that in mind. He also causes state religion happiness plus 2.5% across the nation. Since the entire nation is druidic, this should just be a flat happiness bonus. But then he also causes unintegrated culture group happiness, which I think in our context means the Hivernians, which we'll have to look at this episode because that's going to become an issue. He also gives extra fort defense, and that's pretty good. He also gives plus 10% tribute income, which doesn't matter in our current situation. Reduced assassination cost. This is kind of interesting, but I don't really think we're going to need to assassinate anyone in our current arrangement. And lastly, extra slave output, which of course is great, and plus 0.02 monthly tyranny. We're actually at completely neutral tyranny gain or loss, so we don't know, we don't know. We actually do know because it says right there the breakdown of the modifiers, but it's all balanced out to be 0 right now. Now, in terms of the succession situation, just to make it very clear, so Donis is unmarried and has no kids, and actually while he's unmarried, other characters in the Dewikai family won't get married automatically. Of course, we married a character manually last episode, and that, of course, is Donis's successor, Buit. Buit has the highest succession chance because he's the younger brother of Donis. We don't have equal gender succession, or even the lesser version of that. I think we just have stuck to male succession, unless I changed that already. I don't think I changed that yet, though. Yeah, I need more. I'm not in a position to change it quite yet. Or I guess I am technically, because I have... But we'll get back to that. I think I'd want to go to agnatic, cognatic. I would prefer just... there's not... This doesn't exist in this game, but like the succession law where the gender doesn't matter, it's just the age. That'd be the most easy to work around, but agnatic, cognatic is okay. This one just means that if there's no male successor, a female child can become a successor, but if there's any male successor, the female is not part of the line. So this is a way safer than agnatic primogenitor, but we'll have to spend some influence and stability to do this, and our stability is not in a good enough state to pull that off because we're not, we'd go below 25 if we did that right now. So that's that. Anyways, and so, gosh, someday I'll find my way to the tab correctly, even though I probably spent hours of this massive series just stumbling around these tabs. Good lord. Anyways, so Buit is the successor. No one below him has any chance, really, comparatively, because he is the brother of the ruler, and he's in the royal family, so that's good. After kind of being a little unsure how this monarchy situation would work succession-wise, things seem to be working correctly, so that's good. We also married Buit to his young, emphasis on young, sweetheart, Diana Dewika. Actually kind of a literal Princess Diana situation now that I think about it, because she's so much younger than him. Let's not dwell on these parallels too much. I feel like that would just make me sad. Anyways, she's the Chancellor. She's a really good, competent character, and they already have a child, a young girl who's been named Donwyn, which is very sweet. Perfect health with the infant. That's good to see. So yeah, and then we'll look at Buit's characteristics a little bit here. He's lazy, so that's not so good. That just affects Great Wonder... And I'm not going to go over his stats, you can see them. But Great Wonder Construction is reduced when he's the ruler. Actually, this might just be a general modifier. I don't think it would be, because that would Okay, I think this must be if he's the ruler. It just doesn't say. Effective ruler, aggressive expansion impact is boosted, but war score cost is down. National tax is down if he's the ruler. This just affects his health. He's depressed. And also, tyranny is reduced if he's the ruler. So, okay. And his loyalty is pretty perfect because of all these modifiers. Okay, that's that situation. And now we need to look at the loyalty situation. So, as usual, Bridawenda Kelata is disloyal. And I think she's been loyal for decades now. She's still mad about the transition to monarchy. She just won't let it go. Come on, Bridawenda. Just give me a shot here. Yeah, so rival of ruler. She was the rival of Donis, so that's not great. The only reason this is an issue, and we're not at a progressing towards a civil war threshold yet. We're below the 19.41%, so I don't necessarily need to address this, but it is going to kind of bother me. That being said, there's no way to freely get rid of this. Am I giving her free hands yet? No, she's not even in office. Okay. I think I just need to wait for her to pass away. She's quite old, and it's likely she'll pass away within a few years, so she also has dementia. So we're going to just leave that alone. And then this other character, Skatika Gaming Rangni. I don't know who that is. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. Who are you? You're a Hibernian child. What? Oh, this must be one of the this must be one of the people I took when I conquered land in Hibernia. Okay, this is a little bizarre. Can I release you? No, you already released. You're just in my court. Okay, this is very strange. So your kids, your parents are both dead. So you're in my court, and you're super disloyal because of these reasons. And I can't send you... I mean, this isn't affecting my loyalty threshold because of the power base, because you have no power base at all. So that actually doesn't... This is a very weird kind of glitchy edge case. We're not going to worry about that because he's a tiny infant. He has no power base. We're totally fine. Anyways, we can also colonize another territory, but this is the territory in that province I don't have any presence in yet, so I don't really want to move my way in there. If I could colonize these places instead, that would be preferable. But speaking of Hibernia, this is going to be a big thing this episode. Hibernia has a bit of a loyalty problem. It is getting a little better than it was before, but this is still pretty severe. I'm going to keep it on local autonomy for now. I mean... speaking of parallels to the UK in the 80s and whatnot with Princess Diana, we're having some trouble, you might say, up here. We're just going to leave it on local autonomy. We're just going to hope things work out okay. I mean, my sister, she is... yeah, she's got good finesse, actually, so she's doing her best. Now, is there anything I can invest money-wise in the region to try and get things under control? Potentially. But without any cities around here, it's going to be a little tough. Could I get all the slaves I need shifted about? Let's see. Farming settlements, producing livestock. I am essentially just using this territory to generate more resources to sell to the Germans, so let's see if we can move some slaves about. We haven't had a slave movement episode in a little while, so it's about time, I think. Let's see. They've got plenty of food, so that's going to be totally fine. Where do I want to move? Probably here. Okay, so Durinia Australis. Oops. Move pop. No, actually, I can barely move any pops anywhere. I guess I can move these slaves from Ablania. Alright. That'll have to do. It's going to be really hard with this not being on the mainland to move slaves about. We can't, like, ship slaves over the water, as far as I'm aware, so we'll just have to kind of leave that for a while. I mean, this is still producing money for me. 0.03, it's more than zero, right? So this is going to be a sunk cost for a while. Maybe not even literally, but just in terms of needing to focus on it. What I could do, though, I think if I raise the levy in Caledonia and just have them stand around, that will help with the unrest. Since I'm not likely to do any more conquering in, well, I say in Caledonia, in the Caledonia region, I'm not likely to conquer more in Hibernia right now. I don't want to deal with any more of these wars, except for potentially you, because you're a really, well, hold on. No, you're in the wrong province, so it actually would be you guys up here. I don't have a Casus Belli on you, though. That actually reminds me, let's go over to the missions here. I think I'm going to abandon the matter of Caledonia. I can't proceed down these missions because they require colonization, and that's just not going to work, so this might have eventually been something worth pursuing. I'm going to lose the stability. I would just rather start a mission that I can actually proceed through. I'm just not in a position at this point in the game to do this kind of colonization, so we're going to abandon that. That's fine. We're still above 25. That's kind of what matters. Okay, so the Pearl of Britannia will have to be what we do instead. This is going to be a lot more doable. Britannia is our home as well as the center of our country. We must grow the economy of our home region and renovate the capital itself to make it the shining center of civilization that it deserves to be. We have to do various things. We'll look at that in the actual mission tree. Start the mission. Okay, so what do we have here? Mines of Ordowicia. Well, actually, we already have quite a lot of mines in Ordowicia. Looks like there's one more settlement over here I didn't mine up. I actually remember commenting how I was trying to find everything that could get a mine. So which one did I miss? Oh, I missed this one. Okay, Lewo Brinta. Well, this is something I would have done anyway, so let's go ahead and build the mine in Lewo Brinta. Now, what else is our mission going to require of us? Let's see here. Produce or import olives. Canoium. Hold on, let me look at that again. Ooh, that gives me a lot of slaves. Okay, interesting. All right, we'll look at that later. Farming settlements in Dabunia. Okay, another a good one to go for. Isca Dumnonorium. It needs me to have Isca be the capital of Dumnonia? Or for it to have city status. Well, this one's not likely to happen anytime soon. Okay, so the mine of Ordowicia one will have to be the first one. The other thing, I'm also going to finally unpause here, put it on speed 3. The other thing I'm going to do this episode is actually finally found another city. We're actually fairly close to the 50 influence we need, and we definitely have enough money to pull that off, so we're going to go for that. And I think I am going to go ahead and, pausing already, of course, raise the levy and have them just kind of hang out in Ablania. I don't think there's anything I can click here that will make it better in terms of hanging out here, but we're just going to have them chill over here. We're going to make sure... We're actually going to test right now what this does. Have them on regular maintenance. Actually, have them on decreased maintenance. Well, actually, this doesn't affect their maintenance. It just affects their morale. Extra integrated culture happiness will just affect a Kenny. Let's do it like that, actually, because that's going to affect our Kenny nobles. So decrease the pay. Have them just stand about. And next month, we'll take a look and see what's going on over here. Okay. Looks like it's a little better. I maybe should have them stand in the treble spots. So Voluntia Orientalis, which is this one here. We'll see if that makes a difference. I don't really know in this game how using your army like that can be effective or not. But let's find out after the turn of the month. Doesn't seem to be having an effect. Signing troops to its governor. I think because she's leading the... I think because she has troops up at all in the region, it's counting as her having troops assigned to her. I don't think I can assign more troops to her somehow. No. Alright, we'll just So if we disband the troops, let's see here. Minus 32. And then next month, let's check again. Minus 31. I think it's just decreasing over time. Also, the barbarians are coming my way, so we're going to have to take care of that. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, we actually can't until later this month. That's fine. We'll raise the levy and send him up. Actually, let's send this force. Oh, also, hold on. Levy. Okay, I think someone said in a comment that I can raise the levy through this map mode from a different place than just my capital. So let's see if we can do that. Yeah, here they come. So just as I was fearing. 20th of May. Here we go. Let's raise the levy in the fort here. There it is. Oh yeah, we need to have better morale. We'll just let them... Let's actually have them reorganize. I'd rather spend the money to just get their morale up. Stupid barbarians causing me trouble once again. That is irritating. But if they want to come fight me in the mountains where I have a fort, that's totally fine. Alright, we're almost to 50 influence. I've been watching that. Never fear. They've pillaged this land. Ugh. This is really irritating. I think I'm going to have to build forts up here just because even though I don't have national enemies up here, these barbarians continually spawn from the Caledonian Highlands. I should have probably realized this would be an issue. I think I'm going to build a fort in Windolanda. Like, I think it's worth it at this point. Anyways. Continue building up your morale. Very good. I think that's probably fine. All right, let's go ahead and intercept. Being led by Donis, I think in his first... no, he led an army during the war, I think. One of his first... oh, who's this? Maguna Urkea was the court philosopher, member of the Urkei family. She passed away of natural causes. Sorry to hear that. Let's go ahead and assign a new philosopher. Probably want someone... Ooh, some really good zeal characters floating around here. Anybody from an important family? Hold on. Actually, we're okay on all that. So yeah, we can just assign someone who's qualified. This affects legitimacy, which actually matters quite a bit now, so I think it'd be worth it to get someone really qualified. And someone young as well, so... Diwico Orgatoris, one of the floating Orgatorii, well, floating around Orgatorii. I mean, he may literally be floating with that kind of zeal. He's got some miracle action. All right, so we're gonna get you. You're a Platonic minor character. I could be real greedy and adopt him into the family, but we're not gonna go that far. I don't need more characters in my family to have power right now. That might actually cause trouble later, because of course you can have internal conflict within your great house. We're just going to let this guy with his hipster-looking appearance take over here. Hopefully his statesmanship improves, but yeah, this will help. Very good. It's actually not good right now because of the stability and the... I need to keep in mind, again, like how important stability is now. And the ruler unpopularity. What is Donis's popularity, actually? Ooh, yikes. Okay, yeah, we need to buff this up somehow. What can we do? How much gold do you have personally? It's going to increase, though. This would actually help out quite a bit. I guess we'll have you siphon funds. Yeah, we can afford that. Let's have you siphon funds, build up some money to then do the legitimacy scheme. This is a very scatterbrained episode. Sorry about that. Impatience is a virtue. Kuna Wina Diwika, who is an elder member of the Diwika household, become increasingly restless of late. She believes that her stature is deserving of a key role in our government. I mean, you do have pretty good martial, but I don't really need any martial characters right now. Just wait a little longer. Oh god, I'm gonna have loyalty trouble with her. Well, she's really old, and she may pass away of natural causes before that becomes an issue. All right, we'll just attack into the forest. That's fine. Ugh. I think I will build a fort up here. Yeah, miss out on furs. That's totally fine. All right, very good. And they are going to go... I guess I can follow them, can't I? Are they coming here? Okay. I guess I got ahead of them, and they're able to come up here. Oh, I missed my 50. Whoops. Not a big deal. Okay, so now it's time to actually build a city. And looking at my new missions, this one here, not that one, this one here. One thing that I need to look at here is, let's see. Let's see. Canoium must... I can't tell if that means Canoium has to be the capital and have a city status. I think it does mean that. I think this... So, sorry for the silence there. I think that this list of objectives is a little glitched out, and it's not in the right order, but... Okay. I mean, we'll return to that later. Where I'm going to actually build the city, finally, after such a long time, is going to be Ulconum. Not Canetio, sorry Canetio, next time Canetio, but Ulconum is an important city to build because I have some future military ambitions from which Ulconum will be a natural jumping off point. So Ulconum, you are now going to be, I think, the third city that I've founded in this entire Let's Play after all these hours. Congratulations. Found the city. 200. We are going to lose actually nothing because the port isn't a tribal building. So actually, I'm not sure. I'm never sure with this, but found the city in Ulconum. Yes. Very good. So that's our political influence. And yeah, now we resume. All right. Yeah, we stack wipe the barbs. Very good. Let's go ahead and stand on the levee. Okay. So that was pretty good. So I'm glad someone, whoever that was, shout out to you. Can you give a shout out to someone if you don't know what their name is offhand? But whoever reminded me that you can, or not reminded me, whoever told me and sort of taught me that you can use the levee map mode to raise the levee when it's raisable from anywhere in your nation. That's really good to know. I wish I'd known that from the start, but that's okay. This is a series where I clearly am learning as I go. That's totally fine. Oh, there it is. Britawenta Kalata died of a terrible fever. As much as I was just commenting how she's going to die soon and that'll fix my problem, it is a little sad to see a long-standing character pass away, but that's how it goes. She was head of the Kalatii family, so there goes our loyalty problem. We'll look at the Kalatii family situation in a moment. So under the guidance of Arianarhod Urkea, Britannia has gone from strength to strength. Some of our advisors are recommending the institution of a new tax in order that the national treasury might share in this prosperous era. Gain extra tax, and this character, the steward, loses popularity. This is one of the super qualified young characters I assigned to a position a little while ago. Not an important character in any of the... well, she's in the Urkei family, but not an important character for me to keep in good graces. She also has -0 gold, and she's the steward, so I don't know what to make of that. I could gain stability, which is actually quite appealing. 15% tax on the whole nation for, what's that, 5 years? I mean, let's take a look at our economy here for a moment. So the taxes, if we're getting 9.13, again, like our money is commercial, but if we're getting 9.13 tax, 15% tax, I don't have a calculator on me, it's going to be like 2 extra gold per month or sort of something like that, maybe even less. I may be misunderstanding what tax means here in this context. Or 6 stability, which again, that's like, let's see here, so if it's about 4 months for 1 stability. So that's like That's like, yeah, we're doing this. Stability is almost always the right option. I'm not going to try and explain the logic. I'll be stuck there forever. Very good. Okay. And the other thing I want to use my money for, on top of building cities, which of course is locked by political influence, I will spend some money on city buildings in Olconum. I also want to do some more construction in my actual cities. So down here in Durawernum, I think I want to build more academies. Durawernum does have quite a large number of nobles, comparable actually to Londinium, so we're going to continue building academies. Extra noble happiness is real good, so let's do that. And then aside from that, I think I'd rather actually destroy the slave estate in Ablana and build a fort in Ablana. I want this area to have some level of fortification, even if it's not going to cover everything. For my peace of mind, because who knows if there's going to be barbarians spawning out here. Barbs don't normally spawn, or I don't think they can spawn in unsettled land. They have to spawn in the impassable terrain. So the Caledonian Highlands is where those or maybe these ones as well. They're coming from up here, basically. So all the same, this is a very vulnerable area as it is. Unfulfilled promises. Kuna Wina Diwika has registered. Oh yeah, this is the thing that I was just talking about. Oh my god. That's super annoying. What's your power base? Nothing. Okay, I don't care about you at all. That is fine. Yeesh. Alright, yeah, we have a lot of slaves. If there was a way to set a Kenny to not be enslaved, I think I would do it, but I can't quite figure out if that's something I can do. I don't think I can do that. Probably be you'd be able to exploit it super easily, probably, if you could do that. But anyways, so let's see here. Our manpower situation is not quite in a safe spot to do a war, but I think I can pull it off against Icenia. So if we look at Icinia's situation, it's allied with Venetia, who is over here. So, okay, so this is interesting. We'll look back at that in a moment. A proposal. The fact that Donis I Dubicus has yet to marry has attracted the attention of many of the great families of the realm. It was therefore perhaps no surprise when, during recent festivities hosted by the house of Urkii, Donis I Dubicus was introduced to Karsuna, a young and, according to some, very suitable match. You do have decent stats. You're in the Urkii family. You're not otherwise involved in politics. Good traits, okay. It is clear that Senekiana Urkia and her entire family would be deeply grateful if our families were to be joined together in such a union. So this is the leader of the Urkii family. I mean, the Urkiis have usually been pretty decent friends of the Diwikais so far. I think we've previously had some connections with the Urkiis as well. So this would actually affect the loyalty of the Urkii matriarch. Or we could agree, Urkiis really, really like us, but the other family heads are upset. I mean, the issue I have is if I get Donis a wife and she gives him a son, we're not going to have a succession crisis because the son will clearly take precedence over his younger brother. But I was going to be pretty happy with Buit being the successor. But I think because Donis is not, about to die, planning on giving him a chance to get children isn't a terrible idea, so... And Buit, of course, isn't, the best successor. He's actually just average stats. So I think this is fine. And you're pretty good. No super alarming stats. You're not going to be the ruler, so the stats don't matter as much, but yeah, you're not a huge stinker, so... Alright, that's... it's good to have standards, kids. Alright, so Karsuna seems like an ideal partner. That's fine. Alright, so we now have a civil war. Okay, so things just got pretty wild. So it's because these great house leaders are super upset with me. Alright, let's see here. What do we do about this? You're both so old. Okay. There's a good chance even within 21 months one of them will die, but I can't leave that alone. Can I just bribe one of you? I don't want to pay 5 months or 4.5 months or whatever just to. What about free hands? No, neither of them are in office. Let's see. 15 loyalty. All right, I'll do the one who's younger. You're younger. I can't bribe you because you're honest. All right, fine. Fine. I was trying to get money on Donis as well. Whatever. Can't be helped. These things happen, you know. All right. Boost culture happiness again. Very good. All right. Let's see. Oh, I guess I founded a city and went to Econorm as well. Stone from Brigantia. Where did I get more stone from? Okay, I'm not really sure. Maybe one of my previous trade partners dropped out. Okay, you're safer. Let's go for you. That's fine. Anyways, we're going to declare war on Icenia pretty soon. Well, when I say pretty soon, we need claims, don't we? Oh, we have a claim. Yeah, that's right. I actually got a claim before. Okay, so we're actually ready to go whenever. It's just a question of, is my manpower in a safe position to pull this off? Considering that we basically can't sustain... I think the issue is we're not going to lose any battles, right? Unless Icenia and Venaya grab tons and tons of mercenaries. We're not likely to face numerical disadvantages in any circumstance here with our huge levy. The issue is going to be losses to attrition. Is 1,500 enough to cover attritional losses? I think so, probably. We're not invading into a giant swamp or anything. This is, you know, pretty like decent terrain, forests, plains. Yeah, this isn't like mountainous swampland terrain. Not literally mountainous swampland, which doesn't make any sense, but like mountains or swamps, you know, high attrition terrain. This should be okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get ready. Now, other people have pointed out that I don't need to declare war to raise levy. I don't know why I keep thinking that I do, but I'm aware now that that's not the case. So we can actually get our levy up and going and start the war with the levy raised. I keep getting Crusader Kings mechanics and Imperator Rome mechanics and Europa Universalis mechanics all mixed up with each other. What can you do? We're also going to go ahead and raise the fleet maintenance. Because we're going to be dealing with navies. The neglected, okay, here we go. Kanowina Dewika has quietly whispered in the ear of Arianarhad, okay. It's been wooed by the venomous words. They're spreading rumors of our lack of integrity. Alright, so you're seeing me as a rival, but it should be fine. That's irritating, but we're not in civil war territory yet. That's fine. You don't have that much power base. Alright, so we need to wait a little while for our morale to be boosted back up. And let's not forget, by the way, the 1st of October of this year is when the academy is built. Really good. Is when the new thing has to be picked. What am I saying? The new religious... what's it called? Why can't I ever remember anything? Omen, that's what it's called. Okay, Demodamas, the expert explorer. Across hill and dale, valley and brook, the expert explorer, Demodamas of Milotos, has once again made his way to our border. Oh, this guy again. The haggard Macedonian looks every bit the worn traveler, clad in fraying cloak and threadbare sandals, yet the twinkle in his eye tells of a wealth of knowledge hidden beneath his craggy face. Asking only a small sum this time, for his continued travels, Demodamas offers us a beautiful gilt candlestick, which he claims to have sourced from a mausoleum belonging to a fallen king beyond the Indus. Okay, so we could get a treasure. This character gets a trait, and he leaves. We get a... Okay, interesting, actually. Whale fat candle. Oh, I don't want to lose popularity with Donis, so definitely no way. I could get this guy as a character, but I don't really want to deal with that. I think I'd rather just pay for the candle, which we would get a treasure. I don't know if we have any treasures right now. No, we have none. Okay, let's get the treasure. I don't think I have any holy sites set up, and if I did, that could give us some unrest reduction, which is actually kind of nice. Alright, a most reasonable offer. Handy. Anyways. So, let's see here. We can raise the levy. Oh, I should have just done it there. Alright, whatever. Let's march our way over. We're going to set everything to... yeah, so default. All that's good. Handy. Make your way over. Alright. Looking good. You're not in any other conflicts or anything, so it should be totally fine. And I'm trying to think now. Okay, so someone also brought up in a comment how the reason the fact that I've been able to form some feudatories but others, it's so confusing when you're dealing with tribes. I still think that no one should be able to form as a feudatory. I think we'll probably just take Icinia's land directly. My aggressive expansion is almost at 0, so it should be completely fine in that regard. So yeah. Yeah, with an army this huge, we may also have to be careful with attrition. Though with my my 2 supply trains, that should be totally fine. Okay, when Nutius Calatus died, I think this is one of the disloyal characters I was dealing with. That's unfortunate. Who's the new... Was that the head of the Calatii family? I think it was. I don't recognize this character. So, Dub Noellanus, that's quite the name. Calatius is the new head. He's pretty loyal, so that's good. Alright. Come on down. To... I guess they're coming to the construction site of Volconum. The city is being built as we speak. Poor harvest, oh geez. Several years of widespread crop failure is taking its toll on our country. While our people initially preserved the true Protonic spirit, now they have begun to blame their governors, enemies, and even an advisor they see the most responsible for this. Duico Orgatorus. It is clear we must take action. No, I can't lose that popularity, or I can gain popularity and gain corruption. That's definitely worth it. Yeah, that popularity gain is going to really help with the legitimacy problems we're having. Alright, so I think I can go to war before this is affected. I'm also possibly going to switch away from Kalois, or Kikoias, for the first time in a while, because my aggressive expansion is finally back under control. Probably to Maponos, honestly. That pop gain is now very important, honestly. Or maybe Rosemerta? But I don't really have... Well, that's actually kind of a tough call. Probably Maponos, though, even though Rosemerta would also be really good. Alright, let's wait one more month. Alright, August. Let's go ahead and get this going. Our first war on the continent. It's been a long time coming, but... Okay, now Brigantia will join me in the war that matters the least for them to join me in. I guess they joined the war automatically, so... Let's just hope they don't do anything too stupid. As soon as I can integrate them, I'm going to be done with having vassals. It's just not worth it if they're tribal. Declaring war. We are good to go. Vinaya joins. Okay, let's do it. The Gallic local power of Icenia and Vinaya have all rallied together to defend in the war. Here we go. And we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching. Sorry to end on a cliffhanger, but we are back into the action. The long, slow period of this series is over. We are back into war, and we're going to start some continental conquests next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.